Hey there, hi there, ho there, guys. So this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the video, though it's not going to be the only topic that we talk about. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, last night, Hassan Piker was in fact. Sorry, I had to lift up my chair. My girlfriend keeps sitting in it and loosening it and lowering it. Hassan Piker got a 7-day ban for calling a bunch of ICE agents essentially Zionists, and Twitch changing their terms of service. I'm sure that eventually YouTube will probably change their terms of service to where you can no longer use it as an insult over here either. It is what it is, you know. I would share my thoughts on that. I don't really feel it's the right time to. I just kind of wanted to make this video not only to cover Hassan, but also to cover the eradication of the First Amendment that we are kind of witnessing right now. So Hassan Piker being banned on Twitch, yeah, that's cool. All in all, if he broke the rules, he broke the rules. I don't really think that that's like them like hushing him down, taking away his freedom of speech or anything. That's not necessarily what I'm talking about. It is just another example of a journalist, whether you want to call him that or not, being shunned and being quieted. And if you see right over here, even when he's banned, going over on YouTube, bro still has a bigger audience than his very own enemies that are trying to take him down. I don't even know who this fucking guy is. That's how long it's been since I've watched the H3. Who the fuck is this dude? The only two people I know, I guess I know everybody else, but that's just very odd. But very, very crazy to see their audience drop down so low. Good thing that they have a successful clothing line, because it is crazy. The platforms can try to fuck him, but he doesn't bought his views, motherfucker. This is what happens when you ban the realest streamer on the platform. The platform doesn't even matter. His viewer base will follow him to the radio if every platform was to ban him. I kind of agree. You know, I am one of those folks. But another one that we got to see, unfortunately, take place is Don Lemon has been arrested.
Arresting Don Lemon, who covered a protest in Minneapolis, is just insane, ridiculous, dictator-like. This is the playbook that dictators use to destroy democracies and take the will of the people away.
And I honestly want to go on to say that it's not even just that, it's absolutely disgusting and horrific, because, as he said, this is the actual playbook that they use to start regime change. You speak out against them, you say the things that they don't like, and it's you next. And the reason why I say that is because it wasn't just Don Lemon. He's obviously been released. Allegedly, he was held overnight. We'll go ahead and cover that pretty soon as well. But they didn't just arrest Don Lemon. Federal agents showed up early this morning to arrest and terrorize Georgia Fort, who is an independent journalist. Free this woman right now. Her arrest is clear violation of the First Amendment. We have a...
Well, this is really scary. There's kids in the house. You guys have not been really friendly in the community. And to me, this seems a little, can I finish, sir? Can I finish? Can I finish?
Get your phone.
This seems a little bit aggressive to have all these cars in our public.
I haven't even seen this footage. I just heard about this, and it's absurd to have the DEA, the FBI, show up at this journalist's house and do this. Now, allegedly, they showed up with a warrant demanding her cooperation. She contacted her lawyer to which her attorney told her to cooperate for obvious reasons, because this is pretty much a slam dunk case, especially from what everybody's assuming she was arrested for, which is, reporting the news essentially. Like what's next?
And now I saw the one disappear to the back. So to me, this is a little aggressive to just serve a warrant. Slide the warrant, let me see the warrant.
Absurd. And unfortunately, it's only going to get worse. This is truly the start of everything. And I know that a lot of people don't really come to me for political viewpoints, obviously. I'm not a journalist. I'd like to be one day. That'd be pretty cool. But it's times like this where we see stuff like this happen that we need to speak up and share our opinions. Because whatever your opinions are on these people doesn't matter. The second that you have a differing opinion than they do, that they don't like, is the second that they turn on you and they turn it against you. The gun's not pointed at you now, but it could very well be tomorrow. If you really cared about freedom of speech, you'd be standing up for people like Don Lemon and Georgia Fort. And whether they share information or say stuff that you don't like doesn't matter. I've consistently been on this channel to say that I am here to hear the opinions of people. I love to hear the opinions of people. I love to discuss things. I love to talk with everybody about their points of view. And yeah, I am radical on some points of view, and I'm sure many of you are radical on some points of views. But that doesn't mean that we need to be arrested, that they need to be arrested. This is America. One of our founding principles was the freedom of press. And the second that the freedom of press is taken away, democracy ends. And the reason why I say that is because our founding fathers even found it extremely necessary to have a freedom of press. Because without a freedom of press, the tyrannical governments and tyrannical regimes can thrive and pass whatever they want as the truth. Without freedom of press, it will all come crumbling down. The bootlicking will increase. The, tyranny will increase. The mistreatment of people will increase. The stripping away of your rights will increase. It might be slow at first, but it will gradually speed up. We saw earlier this week where we're not even allowed to have our Second Amendment right anymore at protests unless you play ball with their side. It's ridiculous. It either should be for everybody or it should be for nobody. But stripping it away one by one only indicates that they only want the people that they think spread their agenda to have the power. It's just something that you should think about. I'm sorry for the serious video. We are going to be live over on Arc Raiders after this. So if you do see this video when it goes live, please go stop by, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I know that we're just scrolling through Twitter. It's pretty much all we do over here. But I just thought that this was very interesting. What do you guys think down below? Please drop your thoughts. Feel free to say whatever you want. Feel free to call me as dumb as I am or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.